time on the Lazy Geckos. We prepared our home for a hurricane. We battened the hatches, lowered the sails, and secured our dinghy, Taco. We also showed you our process of finding childcare while living afloat, how we monitor what goes on while we're gone, and you got to spend an evening with us. Today's date is... I have no idea.
September 7th. Reese is how old?
Reese is a little over, a couple days over 18 months.
And this is his first haircut. Yeah, you ready? Let me see your head. Here we go. Good job.
Reese, I'm so proud of you, honey.
Oh, Geckos! It looks good.
Daddy did a wonderful job.
Alright.
You have hair all over you, Dad. I think we need to shower him.
Alright.
Alright. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Go up. Go up. Go on. Go on.
Go on.
Uh-oh. You're back. I see that you're back here, sweetie. I see you're back, but I also see that you're back.
Yeah.
Hi, Reese. Reese got some shots today. So how you feeling there?
I'm a little sad.
I'm not. No, I'm just kidding. Alright, so Kaya's going bye-byes.
Yes.
You want to explain what happened?
Well, Reese has been getting these little dots on his nose and around his eyes. They've been turning purple. Actually, you can probably see. Did you get a close up? Kind of concerned, thinking, we weren't really sure, and he had a doctor's visit today, and they think it could possibly be allergic to the dogs. Yeah.
Me? She's like, nope, not me.
It's been going on for a while, like long time, but we always just kind of thought, it was something I was putting into shakes or something like that.
Food, something like that.
So we had to find Kaya and Corey and Bella a home.
We met them in the marina, right?
Yeah.
To live with another bulldog.
Yeah, they have a bulldog. The lady's wonderful. So it's Kaya's last night with us, and then she goes. And then Corey is going to Grandma's.
Yeah, she's gonna stay in the family. Right, Corey? She's like, nope, I'm not going anywhere. Nope.
And then Bella is with a friend of ours. In the event that Reese is not allergic to the dogs, after about, 6 months trial we'll give it?
Mm-hmm.
He's not allergic, we will be bringing Corey and Bella back on board. Obviously, Kaya, I can't take her away from a home that wants a bulldog. But I will be able to see her as often as I want, and breed her in the future if I want to.
Aww. Aww, everybody give Brittany some love. Aww. Yeah, it'll be okay.
We're in full swing of preparing our boat for the upcoming cruising season. Today, we're working on updating a large piece of safety equipment. Making sure we're prepared for the worst is the top of our priority list. So it's time to get our Viking life raft serviced. We wanted to be sure this sucker will work if needed.
Life rafts are required to be inspected periodically because if you do them periodically, you catch minor things before they become a major killer.
Right.
Life rafts like this are subject to getting a kind of mildew or mold on it. It's called copperization.
Okay.
And if it's in the material, it's done. Even though the thing may look absolutely perfect, nothing can be done with it. You can have bad hoses, you can have it leaks, all sorts of things on it.
Okay.
The good news is sometimes life rafts can be 20, 25 years old and be absolutely fine. We just repacked an Avon that is older than dirt.
Okay.
And the thing passed the inspection.
Cool.
We had another brand that I'm not going to tell you the name since
No problem.
it's going to be on the internet. Less than 1 year old, belonging to the Coast Guard, failed its first inspection.
Wow.
life raft had to be replaced. So these things fail all the time.
Oh,
so they
yeah.
have to be inspected.
Well, that's why we're here. This little guy, do you like his hair? All right, we're in Tampa, Florida. We just dropped our life raft off to get serviced. They said if we waited about a half an hour, they'd open our life raft up for us so we could see inside, you know, see what exactly the damage is, if any. Oh, hi, Pumpkin. You're cuddly today, huh? In order to service a life raft, you need to go to an authorized station. It's quite pricey, but we feel it's totally worth the cost. The people at the Solution One Maritime in Tampa, Florida were friendly, knowledgeable, and willing to let us watch the process, which was so cool. Not only did we get to watch, but we also got to participate.
As you can see, this is the painter line, 10 meters, and then kind of hard to see, somewhere in there is attached to a cable.
Okay,
Right there.
yep, I see it.
And then the very end of the line is attached to the raft. So all these bands you see here that I'm cutting, those will break when the raft inflates. Here's where the painter line is attached to the raft right here. And once I get it open, I'll show you the knife and everything.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
That is awesome.
Yeah, that is sweet.
Saw how quick that inflated, 30 seconds or less. You have the air you hear hissing out, it's excess air, because they do put a little more pressure in the cylinder to make sure the raft inflates. And, so they do put relief valves on the rafts, so that's typical to hear them hissing when you do a gas inflation. The light, most rafts have an exterior light, and there is an interior light. Those lights turn on when the raft inflates. You can turn the lights on and off. Your exterior light, and basically you turn it off, you just stick the pen inside, it turns the light off. And then you want to use the light, just pull the pin back out. Our interior light, this would be attached to some point on the floor. And when the raft inflates, this gets pulled out, and that's your interior.
5 years as well.
5 years, yeah. Then, to turn the light on and off, just take the little magnet, stick it in there. Want to use the light again? Take it. So, exterior of the raft, you saw the lights. Knife.
Right there.
Yeah, this is the knife, and right here, this is where it would be attached. The line that is attached to your boat would be attached here. You can undo the knife. You can cut any of this. The line that comes out, you can cut that if you want. This is actually could be also a towing point for the raft.
Thinking. I wouldn't cut that.
Yeah, you know, most of the time when the Coast Guard or somebody comes out there and rescues you, they don't care about the raft. They don't even bring the raft aboard the boat. They cut it and they sink it. Exterior reflective tape on the top, and I'll show you underneath. There will be some reflective tape underneath. This V shape right here is your rainwater catchment, and if you look inside, there is a tube hanging on the canopy there. You can collect rainwater if it's raining. Obviously, if you're in rough sea, you don't want to collect the water because more than likely salt water is coming in here. On a calm day, if it's raining, let the rainwater wash the salt off, and then maybe after 5 minutes or something, start taking some water, but not right away because the salt probably is still on there. This model actually, it's a self-righting. So if it were to end up upside down, it rights itself. You can fully enclose yourself in the raft, a boarding ramp. I think these are probably the best thing they've added onto a life raft. The boarding ramp makes it a hell of a lot easier to get into the raft.
Solid.
Oh yeah?
It's not, yeah.
Yeah, some models, Viking on their yachting, they stuck with the inflatable boarding ramp, but there are some manufacturers that they use rigid, and basically it's just kind of like a folding ramp. It's not inflated.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Even still, it feels pretty.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No,
like
that's
hard.
Yeah. Underneath, you have ballast bags. They have lead weights on the bottom of them, and basically what these bags do, they fill the water and they keep the raft stable. And again, this raft does not have any riding straps because it's self-riding. This hole right here, it's self-bailing. So inside, there's a tube right there, elephant trunk, and if you had to bail, you just undo the I don't even know what the bungee cord there, and just put it into the water, and the water self-bail it. You have 5 of these valves, and what these valves are is they're technically called topping up valves. What you use them for is if you need to put air into the tubes, there's a pump, which I'll show you how it works. Stick the pump in the valve, and you pump air into it.
Yeah.
Now, if the raft deploys and accidentally, yes, it is. You can use it to deflate air. But in an emergency situation, these valves would be mostly to put air into the tube. You have a set of paddles.
That'll be your job, honey.
Yeah. They don't look that long.
No.
Have fun doing that.
Yeah, we're going west.
So if you had to put air into your life raft, it's the valve open right here. You can see it better. Just basically stick this in there and just pump air in. Then just close the valve. The bottle on Vikings are 10 years, but typically for a Coast Guard regulations, they go by what the dye tank is. So every 5 years, typically, you'd have to have the bottle tested and refilled. Viking pushes 10 years. Some people have medications. I used to have customers wanting to put their medications in the life rafts. I told them no, because there's a date on the medication, and when you have the raft inspected, it might not coincide with the medication, or if you had to use your raft, you might have expired medication in there.
Then you're having
So ditch bag, you can put medications, stuff like that.
It was really cool to see our life raft well inflated and almost completely operational, besides the interior light that needed to be replaced. One thing that we really like is that our raft has the ability to self-right itself. Huge feature to have when you have a baby to worry about.
Yeah, so here's the lifelines. It's a 4-person tube. Right here is where you collect the water, the rainwater. You would collect it and it runs down into that V and then comes into your boat, and there's your water supply along with whatever's in your safety kit. Here's your light. Very cool. So happy we did this. No idea.
We're so happy that we took the time to familiarize ourselves with our life raft's features. Now we know what to expect if we're ever in a situation where we're forced to use it. Some service stations, like this one, will show you what your life raft is all about as well. All it takes is an appointment. Letting go of Kaya was more difficult than giving up our landlubber life, but we're happy that she went to a fun-loving home on a beautiful yacht. This particular liveaboard couple already have an English Bulldog on board, which is just wonderful for our girl. We'll see you soon, Kaya. Next time on the Lazy Geckos. We finish up our rigging with completing some repairs that were needed. We'll take you up the mast again. and then we'll show you the process of tuning a sailboat's rigging. All part of getting our vessel ready for our trip south and across the Gulf Stream. If you enjoy our videos, please consider becoming a patron. You can purchase all your Gecko swag via PayPal. Visit Vimeo to see the entire Raft tour.